but but it was good, man. So go check it out, Luis Miguel on Netflix.
Very nice.
All right.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Everybody has just one this week. Crazy. So my rec is also going to be, it just was put on, apparently it's from 2018, but it was just put on Netflix a couple days ago. It's called What Keeps You Alive. It's from IFC Midnight. Super crazy. Yeah, super scary film, kind of survival horror film. Basically, this lesbian couple goes out to their old, I guess, one of the wives, like they grew up in like a rural forest area, right? And she takes her partner out to like her old stomping grounds, and some shit goes down, and nothing is as it seems, and it's just vicious, man. This movie just kept me on my toes like the entire time. I can't recommend it enough. It's something else, dude. It'll leave your jaw on the floor with what they do in this movie.
Wow.
So check it out. Netflix, What Keeps You Alive.
Nice.
Damn, did we all wreck Netflix?
Yeah.
Netflix
I think. What's funny is because the Florida Project is also on Netflix.
Yeah.
Which will lead us into our movie focus already?
Dang.
Yeah.
If we're ready. All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now for the movie focus of the week.
All right, so this is my focus of the week. It's the Florida Project. Before we get started, I wanted to say at the top of the show, if you don't want anything spoiled for you, please go check this out. Mostly everyone has a Netflix account, or they're borrowing somebody's password. So go check this film out, the Florida Project, before you listen, and then follow along, and you'll have a way better time. I guarantee you that. Moving on. The film's rated R. It's from 2017. It runs at 1 hour and 55 minutes, and it's got a whopping 96 on Rotten.
Yeah.
Directed by Sean Baker, starring Willem Dafoe, Brooklyn Prince, Brea Vanetti, Valeria Cotto, Christopher Rivera. Sorry, I can't talk tonight, apparently. Mela Murder, and Caleb Laundrie Jones. The film is set in Kissimmee, Florida, in close proximity to Disney World. The story is told through the eyes of 6-year-old Mooney, who is struggling to maintain some sort of normal childhood, while her mom also struggles internally to keep a roof over their head. That roof just so happens to be a motel. This piece is a monumental achievement in filmmaking, shot completely on 35mm and actually on location in Florida. There's not much bad to say about it. Everything from the painfully real and tragic acting from the kids and the powerhouse supporting roles of the adults. Sadly, this story is universal and happens time and time again all over the world, but the irony of the suffering happening to these innocent children literally next door to the happiest place on earth is nothing short of genius. I think it's safe to say that this is one of the very best, if not the best film of 2017. Thank you.
Ooh, nice. Well said.
So, since you're not with us in person, Onarres, what did you think of this film?
All right. So what I thought personally about the movie, this movie really hits home. That home feeling, like of. I think personally that I've seen this stuff happen in real life. I don't know, man. It's very deep message this movie has to bring. In 2017, especially, I don't know, man. Like, when I watched this, it was very. It strikes hard for single mothers out there. You know what I mean? So that have to live that sort of style. So I thought it was very, very, very. Sometimes hard to watch, but cool to watch at the same time. That's probably why I got that 96 for mostly the realism. And I don't know, man. It's very deep, very detailed movie. What can I say? And most of these actors too this was their first time on film. If I was reading on this film, very well acted, especially for such a low budget too. Very, very heart-wrenching movie, I thought, personally.
Definitely. Diego.
I thought this movie was really, really great. Really well put. The cinematography in this is amazing. The story, just like Nara says, like it just hits home. And it's funny because I hear people saying like I've seen it, but like you never lived it. Like I have lived it. I've lived where somebody got picked up around me and got taken away, and it's such a heart-wrenching moment to see, because it's you kind of don't know where they're going or what's going to happen to them or if they're going to be okay. And I remember, I just said that part in general, I mean, I don't mind saying it, but I kind of cried. It kind of really hit home, and I cried. And it was just, I want to say the kids really make this movie what it is, and and even if there's first time, it doesn't show like it's their first time ever being acting and stuff.
No,
it really doesn't show. And that's what's so amazing about this movie, is that these guys, these kids sound and feel like they've been acting since they were toddlers.
Yeah,
and it's amazing, dude. And that's the like, that stuff like makes me believe in cinema and believe in guys like Sean that are making these films and stuff, and like Defoe, who are doing like these passion projects and stuff, because I'm sure a lot of that budget didn't go. He took a definitely pay cut, you know.
Yeah.
So like a lot of these actors I know, where this was just passion projects and stuff, and it's amazing, dude. It's amazing that these guys feel so entitled to keep this art form still going, you know, and feel a passion towards it. And shout out, dude, I will always say it and forever will say it, I'm an A24 fan. And these guys know what the fuck they're doing with their studio, and it's amazing. And thank you, A24, for always putting on great movies. And I think the last couple of movies we've actually focused on have been A24 movies. So
yeah, definitely.
So I mean, for sure, it's a great movie if you want to understand, because I don't think a lot of people, like especially people that grew up in the suburbs, don't understand like this type of movie. They don't understand. They've never felt something like that, you know. And I'm not judging.
Kind of hard.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to judge. I'm not saying like nobody in the suburbs went through this, but you know, it's definitely happens more in the
low income communities.
The low income communities, yeah. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, basically, I wanted to talk about or dive deeper into this film because it's something that I went through personally as a kid, you know, and I was Mooney. Like they did take me away for a bit, and I experienced that firsthand. And I feel like they really did. They captured that heartbreak incredibly well on screen, and even just everything leading up to that. You know, like the consequences of the mother, and vice versa with the kids doing, you know, acting out because of their unhappiness about their living situation, both kind of affecting each other cohesively to, you know, basically erupt towards the end of the film, and watching that be captured so convincingly, it was super haunting, but in the best, like the most positive way I could say, you know. And I loved that this was an A24 film, because I feel like they get pigeonholed as just a horror studio, you know? Because I think they do a lot of indie horror, but they're capable of so much more. And and this is, you know, and this is a prime example of don't sell them too short, because they can they can deliver on almost any caliber, you know?
Don't categorize them in one thing, you know? Like, these guys, this studio definitely does have the bigger picture and a bigger message that they want to present on film, you know what I mean? And they seem to hit that nail every time.
Definitely.
I can definitely relate to the child, the Department of Child, like, you know, that stuff. That's been definitely happened to myself, where my mom was able to fight it, because my mom's always been good, and people you don't even know who calls these people, you know what I mean? On your family, that's the scary part, and they don't know the possibility of how much heartache it can cause to people, and how much stress, and how much it can fuck them up later on in life. Definitely really, really some fucked up situations I see like this all the time. Not as crazy as the low income part, but like people, like I said, it can come out of nowhere, knock on your door, raid your house, take your kid away. That shit's real, you know what I mean? So I've definitely, like, I feel this movie like within my heart, you know. So it's a very touchful movie. So this movie's not for anyone. If anyone's ever been through this, it definitely hits. So that's that kind of movie. This is that kind of movie.
I think it's great that this is made to the masses for people who have had that privilege of just having a normal family, and, you know, like no divorces, no nothing, and kind of see what it's like on the other side of the fence, you know, through cinema. Like how, like, I'm sure a lot of people are like, this shit actually happens, you know, like it's probably super weird.
Yeah.
Like Diego was saying earlier.
Like, and I think the fact that it you could bring out an emotion like that from a movie and create this like this own like little universe, because that's all it is, dude. They're all I love the it's funny because the story doesn't like really make sense. It's just like they're just going day by day, but that's the whole catch of this movie. Like it's literally, it feels like a documentary,
or it's like a slice of life.
Yeah, like, you know, and you know, I'm a huge Alejandro Inarritu fan. So like it's like the tragedy in movies is like when something that catches me, like I'm like, oh my god, yes, like I mean, I'm not cheering for it, but it's just like that's like, you know, if you're able to bring that emotion out of me or anybody,
that means something.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, like this is a powerful movie. I love Mooney a lot in this movie.
Yeah,
she looks like she has a really good future in the movie industry, or in any screen.
I think she carries this film so well.
Definitely. I think all three of the kids that are starred in the film, Mooney, Scooty, and
Johnsy.
I think all of them have. Like, I think definitely we'll see more of these kids in the future, dude. Like, I have no doubt that they're going to be recognized as the kids that acted with William Dafoe in this. You know what I mean? Like, so I would personally like to have that in my title if I was like a young kid actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
to have gotten to like grace the screen with somebody so early in life is amazing, because that guy's so accomplished. You know?
Yeah. What I want to say is that the A24 definitely has a like perfect timing with like bringing like these kinds of movies, because like I feel like a movie like this hasn't been out in a while.
Or social issues.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. Like, they probably thought like it's time, and they probably had it written for a while. like, and they made it with